Good afternoon, everybody. It is October 24th, 2015, Saturday afternoon. It is almost 3 p.m. here in Wyoming. It is 59 degrees right now. The high will be 62 and the low will be 33. Beautiful fall day. Blue sky. Still haven't had any snow. Did have rain a couple nights back. That was nice. Kind of knocked all the pollen out of the air. I'm feeling better today. And as you can see, I just straight out of the shower. No, I haven't colored my hair or anything. It's just what my gray hair looks like when it's wet. I don't ever blow dry my hair or anything. So, I just let it dry natural and just cope with it the best I can. My husband made me take a nebulizer treatment last night. And somebody had asked about, and I have a prescription vials of the albuterol, which I think is 6 times stronger than the rescue inhaler. So he had me do a treatment of that. I'm breathing much better. Still a little low on the oxygen, not as bad as yesterday. I'll probably do another nebulizer treatment this evening. I want to have my lungs in as great a shape as possible for the upcoming surgery. And I do also have one of those, what do they call those things? With the balls in them that you breathe in, lung exerciser thing. I don't know where mine is right now. But I have one of those. It measures your output, and it's I call it a lung exerciser. I don't know where mine is right now. But, I'll start using that too. What else? Besides that, I slept better last night because I was breathing better. And, I was up, excuse me. I always feel like there's something coming out, and there's not, but, I got up about 9:30 this morning, which was a good time. I went to bed by 1:30. I was just tired and I was ready for bed. And let's see what else. Got to sit in on a live chat this morning with Cameo or somebody else in Mume. So despite the awful rumor that you heard of some individual who put up a video of her being dead, she is not. She is very ill. She has pneumonia and something else, and organ failure and everything else. And yes, she did flatline 4 times, and they didn't think she was going to make it. But she is alive. She is home. She needs her rest. I shared the link on my Facebook of the live chat that went on. And I'm not even going to say the individual's name. And I would urge everybody to block his channel. I have. That if he'll do that, something like that to her, thinking it's a joke and just to get ratings, he'll do it to anybody. And a joke is something that should be funny. There's nothing funny about saying somebody had died at all. So, that's one of the cruelest things I've ever heard of, and all to get ratings. And then she called and tried to talk to him, and he told her he didn't have time to talk to her right now, and hung up on her. Now, this is a woman that you were pretending like you were boo-hooing over because you thought she died, and then you're going to do that. Shame on you. That's all I got to say about the whole thing. Shame on you. But she is very much alive. It was a pleasure seeing her. She's very weak and stuff, so she needs everybody's continued well wishes and prayers. Let's see. I almost finished with the shawl, y'all. This thing is so big. It has taken me 10 skeins of yarn, people. 10 skeins. This thing is just, whew. But, I should finish that in the next couple of days. I promised my husband tomorrow I would go out in the garage with him and help him rearrange it so we can get the Jeep in there, So when it does start snowing and get barely cold, he can go out and not have to scrape off the Jeep. Does enough of that at work. What have I done today? I've cleaned house. I put new bedding, right, Charlie? New bedding on the couches and stuff for the puppies, right? And I swept and mopped and dusted and vacuumed and cleaned the bathroom. You know, just my daily chores. Did the dishes. You know, what few that were there. And, like I said, and then ate lunch, took a shower, making this vlog, and then I'm either going to lay down for a little bit or watch a little bit of TV and then lay down. I'm not sure which. What else? Oh, this is my jar. I talk about this a lot. This is my jar of candle ends, you know, that I chop up and put in here. And then this is some citrus and sage, I think it is. And this is the jar I put in my bathroom because I have a tart burner in my bathroom, electric one that I change out because I use 2 of these cubes. I change it out every couple of days. So the bathroom always, I clean the bathroom every day anyway, but the bathroom always smells good. So yeah, that's my candle leavings, and you know, I said the end of this candle, and I'll take this knife. Like I said, I waste nothing, and I'll break it up, and then I'll use it in my tart burner as well. So that's what I'm going to do here in a few minutes, and I can do it while I'm talking to you guys. It's very easy to do. You know, one of the things that kind of gets me is, you know, is I'm not one, people think it's weird or something that I'm an introvert and I'm pretty much a loner, but you know, everybody is different, and that's always how I have been. I'm not a real social person. I've never have been, even as a child. I've never been a real social person. I've never longed to belong with a popular group or anything. You know, I've always liked to have maybe a couple of close friends, you know, that I would talk to. I mean, yeah, I have friends, but it doesn't mean that we actually, you know, do anything together, or, you know, and part of that too is I haven't never really had the money to go do things. I mean, honestly, I don't have the extra money to go do things, and, you know, like that we share a vehicle and stuff, and I don't know. Every time I try to have a friend, they usually would screw me over, so I get very panicky about that. But don't judge somebody because they're an introvert. We're all very different. The good thing about introverts is we're not too busy. If you really need to sit and talk, we're not too busy. We're also very loyal. What you tell us won't go anywhere else. You know, we prefer the one-on-one interaction. I would rather have just a few close friends than 1,000 acquaintances. And, you know, that just, you know, I'm not aiming to fix myself here at my age. And like I said, I've never been one that's been the life of the party or been with the in crowd or anything like that or cared to be. I've always been a loner. I've always been, I hung out with the nerds in school. There was a group of us art kids, you know. We did the nerdy art club, and we, you know, would take art classes, you know, 4 and 5 back to back. I mean, my senior year of high school, I had 4 art classes back to back. I literally spent all of my day except for one class, which was just an extra accounting math class I wanted to take. You know, I mean, I could have graduated that semester, but I decided, well, you know, I enjoyed the art class and the teacher so much and my friends. I mean, you know, because we would go all over and do art shows and all that kind of stuff. But that's all I really got to say about that. But this is what it looks like, all broken up, of course. And then it's easy to just put these pieces in your tart burner, wax melter, whatever. This one was, I'm trying to see what one this was, because I taken the label off. This was a cinnamon pecan swirl. Yeah, so, and then if you wanted to, you could reuse the jar, or I usually just pour the wax from my tart burners once, you know, this fragrance is all gone back in here. Did order 8 ounces of eucalyptus oil because that would be cheaper for me than buying more eucalyptus votive, because I cannot find any locally. Then shipping would be too much. And I have, you know, of course I was a candle maker for years, so I, you know, gonna make some votives. I just have some of that, the wax pellets that you can stir the oil in. And I'm just gonna do that. You know, set a wick, pour it in different votive holders, bada boom, bada bang. Because I like to keep the eucalyptus, like I said, around because it helps so much with our breathing. My husband could tell last night. He came out here after we had dinner, and I had my last eucalyptus votive going. And he goes, oh, I can tell a difference right away, you know, after he sat there for a few minutes. Like, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I had to compare the price, and it's like, yeah, the $10 I can probably make, let's see, I could probably make 7 or 8 dozen votives out of it. So, yeah, that is do some calculating in the head there. So, anyway, that's all I really got going on, guys. Brett sure is looking forward to it. Hey, Charlie. Are we going to have a discussion with here squirt bottle? That's what I thought. My husband sure is looking forward to having that week off when I have surgery. He's going to have the day before surgery off, and then he's going to go back on the 19th of November. And then work 6 days. And be off Thanksgiving and stuff, so, you know, it'll be good. It'll be a good rest for his back, too, which I'm really pleased about. So, you know, and he does have a week's vacation. I thought he had used it, but he used last year's week of vacation, and so his anniversary date falls very end of September, so then he had another week, so good. Anyway, that's all I got going on, guys. I'm just kind of keeping busy. I'm going to get all these orders completed before I have the surgery. So, I said like and subscribe, share with your friends, you know, and hang in there and try to be kind to each other, and don't put up with, if you see somebody doing something mean or doing something that's kind of a cyberbully thing, don't just sit back and just go, it doesn't affect me, I'm just going to be friends with everybody. You got to stand up for what you think is right in life. That's all I got to say. Anyway, I love you guys, and I think you're awesome, and I will talk to you later. Bye.